You know, this might just be a bit of bravado for Matt. But Gail quite clearly loved him. And she's understandably mortified by the whole thing.
Yeah, well, he's a crafty one, that Matt.
Why?
Well, they're all recordings of Gail. It's impossible to identify him in any of the shots. Sam.
What is it?
Does she look like she's consenting to this? I mean, she looks like she's in a lot of pain, doesn't she?
Come on, Jamal. You're gonna have to talk to me sometime.
My name's not Jamal.
Oh, well, that's what your dad called you. Well, if you don't live with your dad, do you live with your mum? Where does she live then?
Up yours.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific if I'm taking you home.
I can get myself home.
You're a bit young for that. You may as well say, because your dad's gonna have to tell us anyway.
My dad don't talk to no police, and neither do I.
Come on, I'll be with you.
I don't think I can cope.
Yes, you can. Come on.
Stop. The one with the back view. It's not me.
Are you sure?
I never wore stuff like that. What's the date on it?
It's Christmas Day last year.
I was at my parents' for Christmas.
These close-ups are definitely you, though, yeah? You don't look very happy in some of them. Did you consent to what Matt was doing to you?
What's consent? I knew Matt was into bondage and pain.
You have every right to say no at any stage.
Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. Matt took away all my confidence. Even when I wasn't happy with things that we were doing, I just couldn't tell him.
You look like a strong sort of woman. Why not? I mean, are you afraid?
Of losing him, yeah. When we first got together, Matt was loving and tender. That stuff started gradually. I thought it was a fad. And then Matt said, this is how I really am, like it or leave.
So you left?
It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
You definitely didn't know about the webcam.
I promise you no.
Well, in that case, Matt's committed an offence of voyeurism. You can pursue a complaint against him. Don't let him get away with it.
It'll be Matt's word against mine, won't it? I can't stand up to him on my own. No one's ever going to believe I didn't know what was going on.
Well, I do.
He's starting to move on.
Jill, wait. Are you getting treatment?
Yes, but everything seems under control.
What about the side effects?
Manageable.
I can't believe you're going through all this and not said a word. How long have you been ill?
Oh, I found out a couple of months ago.
2 months? Why on earth haven't you told me before now?
I didn't want everyone making a fuss.
Even as your boss, I had a right to know.
Please, Adam, this is not the time or the place.
All this time, you've been a complete liability.
Excuse me.
When did you know Matt was running a film set next door?
Not until last night, honestly.
Don't give me that. You had front row seats behind the wall.
You got my laptop yet? I'll leave you to it.
Gail's admitted to taking your laptop.
When can I be back?
Gail also claims that he filmed her without consent. That's an offence of voyeurism, Mr. Bailey.
She loved every minute of it.
We've also found recordings of 3 other women. Who are they?
They're just women.
Any contact details?
Yeah, right. I picked them up clubbing, brought them home, and then they left.
None of those women looked like they were enjoying themselves.
It was an act. They're all into submission.
Gail wasn't.
So she says now.
You're lucky you're not up on the rape charge.
Phil.
What's your problem, mate? Gail wanted us to get a place together. She was gutted when we split. Does that sound like an unhappy lady to you?
Listen, drop the burglary, all right, and I'm sure she'll drop the voyeurism.
She's only cooking that up now because she thinks I emailed around the clips.
Well, if you didn't, who did?
Pete, through my work email. When Gail was giving me grief, he thought it would shut her up.
How long's Pete known about the recordings?
From the start.
Oh, so you two been having quite a laugh at this poor girl's expense.
What do you care?
Look, the very least you can do is drop the burglary charge.
Sorry, I can't. She broke into my home, remember?
Here you go, man.
Well, let me be, Isaac. I'm not good company.
You should eat something.
I should never have lost her with Gina like that. Not in front of everyone.
You're under a lot of stress, man. She'll understand.
I was out of order. I'll give her a call when everyone's gone.
Safe. I'll leave you to a family, yeah?
There was a time when you and Bernardo's were the only family I had. I really regret losing touch.
It's cool, man.
No, it's not. Over the years, I've lost touch with people I cared about. People who cared about me.
Adam, you had to break free. You'd have never achieved your success otherwise.
Doesn't count for much now.
You hauled yourself up from that life and became somebody. You should be proud.
I feel like a fraud. I've lost touch with where I'm from. Seeing you's reminded me of that. You haven't changed. A bit bigger, maybe.
Less hair.
But yourself. I don't know who I am.
Phil, I think you should calm down about all this.
Matt Bailey is a serial predator, all right, and he's going to get away with it.
Well, hang on, isn't this about what Gail wants? Not what you want.
Yeah, I know, it's just got to me, that's all.
Don't let me stop you.
It's just Steve pestering me.
What about?
It's a family crisis.
What about Steve?
Look, it's awkward.
Phil, you know, you can actually talk to me. I put you through it enough with Abby, didn't I?
So everything's fine.
OK. So what do you want to do about this Matt Bailey case, then?
Let's get his flatmate in for a chat.
Can you confirm your address, please?
Mr. Mackenzie.
For the benefit of the tape, Mr. Mackenzie has not responded.
Look, come on, mate. It'll be over a lot quicker if you just cooperate.
It is, of course, your right to remain silent. But your little boy needs taking home, so we need an address. Are you familiar with Flat 5 Baldock House in the Cole Lane estate? We understand you run a crack house from the premises.
Oh, what old news is it? For the benefit of the tape, Mr. Mackenzie has just shrugged.
Nice threads. What do you do for a living?
Mr. Mackenzie?
According to our sources, you supply Class A drugs to all the dealers in the Cole Lane area.
You know you're not helping yourself here.
Is there anything at all you'd like to say?
No comment.
They won't let me do a thing.
Leave it. They might help.
How's business?
Well, a few fingers and a few pies.
No change there, then.
I'm doing good. Not like the old days, when I never wanted to make anything of myself.